everyone, and thank you for joining me for another video. Today I will be sharing our first mid-year budget check-in. Now, if you are new to the channel, my husband and I, we created our first annual budget for 2021. And if you happen to miss that video, I'm going to leave it linked up above and you can go back and check it out. And the annual budget is the one that I did on paper and pen, but also I did a video of our annual budget using Excel. And I'm telling you guys, make sure you go back and watch that video, because the Excel spreadsheet that I use has been amazing, guys. And that spreadsheet is from tashaloveslife.com. And if you do not have a spreadsheet in your arsenal, guys, you need to make sure you snag you a copy. This is a easy Excel spreadsheet that Tasha has created, and I am loving it. I really am. It has made making our annual budget on paper very simple. So this here, like I said, this is our first time doing this, and I don't mind sharing the numbers with you guys as far as where we are mid-year. And yeah, I'm excited to share with you all where we are thus far. And even though things have changed for each quarter of 2021, I still want to share with you guys the numbers so you'll see exactly, you know, how we are doing mid-year. So without further delay, let me go ahead and just quickly explain to you guys what I have here. This is the annual budget kit that I do have in my Etsy shop, and if you're interested in any stickers, I do have the link down below. So I have a bill tracker for 2021, and as you see, guys, here the bills have been paid and everything is going to be up until June. Now, some things have changed, like our mortgage payment actually changed as of June 1. And we did cancel Hulu. So the numbers that I'm sharing with you guys, they are the actual real numbers that we are working with as far as mid-year. So I just wanted to, you know, share that with you guys. When you do an annual budget, it's basically a projection, guys. And that's what we did, a projection. But of course, things have changed. Like for instance, for son's tuition, we have been putting $150 per month into his account. But after evaluating the second quarter, we've decided that we want to put as much money as we can into this account so that we can, you know, finish up his last semester of tuition. We are cash flowing his college tuition, guys, and he is on track to graduate in December. So we are excited about that. So that's a change there as well. As far as the contribution amount. Now down here for vacation, we have contributed $100 per month all the way up until June. And this is another item that we have evaluated and decided to put on hold until we, you know, finish up son's tuition. We're just trying to put as much money as we can towards it. So again, without further delay, let me jump right into our annual budget check-in. All right, guys, so I am at our annual budget for 2021, and I'm going to go ahead and fill in the mid-year section. I left out the extra debt amounts initially, but I'll go ahead and fill in what we do have. Like I said, we wasn't sure exactly how much our payment plan was going to be, and this here was actually completed before we had a payment plan for our tax debt confirmed. So I'll fill in as much information there as well. We'll crunch some numbers just to see where we are. But all right, I am going to see you guys back in a bit. So I have finished plugging in the numbers, and I've got to do some crunching here, and you all are going to get to see this live. Now, right here up under income, hubs, you see what we had planned for 2021, and at mid-year we're at 16,486 that's been direct deposited into this joint household account. So remember, we pay bills from a joint household account. We do have monies that is left from our paycheck that we have direct deposited to our personal accounts. So this is just a portion of our income. So just keep that in mind. This is the household account, and this is where we budget and of course pay our bills out of. So direct deposited thus far from hubs, and this does include the bonus that he has received thus far. So it's at $16,486 that's been deposited. For me, $97.90 has been deposited thus far. Son's phone, $210 he has given towards his cell phone, and we are at mid-year $26,486 as far as income in this household account that we were working with. Giving, we do tithe off of our gross income. Keep that in mind. So we have given tithes and offering $65.75 thus far. Down here you see the expenses. Mortgage, of course, we're at $30.46, and Netflix we're at $107.94. Internet, you see that amount. Pest control, that's every other month. Now Amazon will be due in August. So again, this here budget is through June 30th. Here, car insurance, you can see we're basically halfway with car insurance. Car registration won't come up until November. Hulu, that's been canceled. So I just got a line there. AT&T, half has been paid thus far. Our Sam's Club, that's not due until November as well. So as you can see here, pretty much everything has been taken care of at the halfway point. Now groceries, we are coming in really well under budget for groceries, guys. I've allocated $9,500 for the whole year, and we're at $34.67.73 halfway. So that is just amazing to see that number. With the house supplies, we are a little bit below there as well. Gas, we're kind of right there at it. We're on par. Now with the buffer, this is one of the changes that we have made after second quarter. The buffer, we are allocating that as well as the vacation funds towards son's college tuition. Like I said, we're trying to make sure that we go ahead and get as much money as we can from the household account. That way we won't have to come out too much with our personal monies. So right now, our total expenses, now what should be included is the taxes. The taxes should be over here. But like I said, this was done before everything was finalized with our installment agreement. So I have a star here, which means that I'm going to have to add the $13,341.27. I'm going to add the taxes to that because the taxes have been part of our expenses as of January. So I do need to add that over here, and I'm going to put a note here so I won't confuse myself, and I hope I won't confuse you guys. So as far as the saving funds, the emergency fund, we've got the 502.64. So we're pretty much past our allocated amount for emergency fund. That's because I would, round it up at the end of the month just to see how much we had left from the monthly budget, and I would divvy it up and, round off the emergency fund. So that's why that's pretty much close to the planned amount at mid-year. Pets is on par. Now, son's tuition, we're halfway, but that amount is going to change, of course, because we're putting as much money as we can towards it. And it may be over the $1,800 planned. I don't know just yet. Then we've got the taxes here. Like I said, I did not add that in to this here total because I'm going to add it into the expenses, and you all get to see that. Vacation, we're at the halfway point here as well. And like I said before, the vacation is on pause because everything is going towards son's tuition. Down here where it says extra debt, taxes, we didn't really have anything planned, but I do know right here from this account at mid-year 1885, extra debt has been taken care of. So what I'm going to do while I have you guys here, I'm going to get my calculator, and you just kind of follow along with me here. So for mid-year with our income, the 26,486, so I'm plugging that in. So at 26,486. Our giving at mid-year, 6575. And then our expenses. Now the expenses are $13,341.27, plus we're basically moving the taxes to the expenses, plus the $17.75. Okay, so our true expenses is $15,116.27. So I'm definitely going to make sure I put a note here as well, so I'll remember. And then our savings thus far, without the tax saving fund, it came to $23,02.64. And then of course no envelopes, but the extra debt we have paid extra from this account, a total of $18.85. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and crunch these numbers. So the income, 26,486, and we subtract, so that's minus giving, which is 6575, minus the expenses. And remember, I've added the regular expenses here plus the tax debt. We had it in the saving funds category, but it's actually part of our expenses, and it has been since January. I just don't want to, go in and scratch out anything on here. I just wanted to be as true as possible for you guys. So that 15,000 minus 15,116.27. Okay, and then we subtract 2302.64, which is the true savings without the taxes. And then the extra debt we have paid extra, which is $18.85. So we are on par, guys. We are not over budget. We've had $607.09 that's remaining. So you do know that at the end of the month, I go in and I divvy up the remaining funds from our budget. So even though this shows $607.09 at mid-year, that we're on the positive end, of course at the end of the month, whether it's putting extra money towards the savings challenge, putting extra towards the taxes, that money or a portion of that money has been divvied up as well. So this, again, guys, this is interesting. This is the first time that we have done an annual budget. I hope that you all were able to follow along. Again, it's new, but I'm loving seeing the numbers side by side. I love looking at mid-year check-in. I love doing mid-month budget check-ins. You guys know that. Also on the back here, I do have a 2021 saving funds. I'm just going to wait to fill this in as far as the annual amount, because again, I have the taxes here, so I'm just not going to get into that until I close out at the end of the year and we actually see the total amount that was contributed to the funds. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was very interesting. It really was, to go through this whole process with you guys. And yeah, I don't know if we're going to do it again for 2022. Just stay tuned. I'm leaning toward, doing it. Leave me a comment down below if you enjoyed it, and that'll kind of help me out as far as, if we go and do our annual budget for 2022 again with you guys. And also leave me a comment down below. Do you do annual budgets? Like I said, this was our first. So if you do annual budgets, let me know down below. And if you've done a mid-year check-in, or do you just wait to the end of the year to close out to see how everything went? So, all right, guys, please make sure you do me a favor. Hit that like button, guys. And I am going to see you later. Bye.